sich darum gekümmert. Und natürlich aus irgendwelchen Angstgefühlen heraus hat man sich dann schnell davon gemacht.
Aber es gab ja damals nun auch Leute, die haben ja schon Widerstand geleistet. Das war ja schon möglich.
Ja, natürlich, unter Gefahr ihres eigenen Lebens oder Daseins. Oder wurden aus dem Beruf erstmal entfernt. Auch Nicht-Juden. War doch alles lebensgefährlich.
The fate of these Jews was supposed to be a secret. Just how big a secret, switchboard operator Alfons Schulz learnt when a colleague overheard a top-secret conversation at the Führer's headquarters in May 1942.
Erzählte, dass zufällig mitgehört hätte in einem Reichsleitergespräch, einem Gespräch zwischen Bormann und Himmler. Und der Chef der SS, Himmler, erzählte Bormann, sie hätten planmäßig 20.000 Juden, er sagte, evakuiert. Und da brüllte Bormann los. Sie wissen doch, dass Sie solche Meldungen nicht über Draht geben sollen oder über Funk. Die werden in Zukunft nur noch über Kurier, durch SS-Sonderkurier zu mir geleitet, damit ich sie dem Führer zuleite. Ich werde auch mit dem Führer deshalb sprechen. Das ist ein unmöglicher Leichtsinn.
Hitler wanted the Jews annihilated, and he wanted it kept a secret. But it couldn't be kept a secret from everybody. As the train carrying Gunther Ruschin traveled east, he learned his intended fate from an unexpected source.
In the Frankfurt Oder, the train stopped at the station. And then we shouted, "Please, give us some water. We are thirsty." And we heard crying back, "You damn Jews! Didn't they kill you yet?" The workers at the station in Frankfurt, if they knew, because they told, "Didn't they kill you yet?" The population must have known it, or must have imagined what will happen, or what they are doing us.
Nazi propagandists certainly didn't want the German public to dwell on the possible fate of the Jews. In the winter of 1942, as the Jewish deportations continued, this was the propaganda image of Germany that Goebbels preferred to sell to the general public. It is impossible to tell exactly how many ordinary Germans knew what was really happening to the Jews. But the same month this propaganda film was shown in German cinemas, December 1942, a Nazi secret intelligence report records disquiet among some Germans in the south of the country.
One of the strongest causes of unease among those attached to the church and in the rural population is at the present time based on news from Russia in which shooting and extermination of the Jews is spoken about. The news frequently leaves great anxiety, care and worry in those sections of the population. According to widely held opinion in the rural population, it's not at all certain that we will win the war, and if the Jews return to Germany, they will exact dreadful revenge upon us.
By the time this secret report was written at the end of 1942, the Nazis' successful experiments with gas had led to the creation of special extermination centers at Auschwitz-Birkenau, Belzec, Chelmno, Sobibor, Majdanek and Treblinka. And it wasn't just German Jews who were sent to the new camps. Now that the Nazis had developed an efficient means to kill the Jews, they wanted to eliminate them everywhere in occupied Europe, from Holland to Greece and France to Poland. Other groups the Nazis considered a threat were also to suffer, most prominently Europe's gypsies. Trains converged on Nazi-occupied Poland and its extermination centers. This film shows Jews from Bulgarian-occupied territory being transported to Treblinka. In this remote spot, about 750,000 people were murdered, though we can never know exactly how many died. But because a handful managed to escape, we can know what the camp looked like. This drawing was done by one of the escapees, Samuel Willenberg, and it shows how sophisticated the Nazi killing machine had become since the early days of the Einsatzgruppen shootings in the east. Treblinka station was designed to look as normal as possible, with train timetables and a waiting room. New arrivals would be driven through to the undressing barracks, and they would be told they were at a hygiene stop, and they must take a shower to be disinfected before continuing their onward journey.
Ja byłem tutaj, też nie wierzyłem, pierwsze dni. Ja mniej więcej siedzę teraz, proszę panią, na placu transportowym, dosłownie. Z tej strony był barak dla kobiet, z tamtej strony dla mężczyzn. Dosłownie.
A connecting path led from the undressing barracks through two high fences to the gas chambers.
I tutaj Niemcy zaczęli krzyczeć sznel, sznel, sznel i on zaczyna lecieć wzdłuż tego baraku w kierunku do ścieżki śmierci i nie wiedząc dokąd on leci. A tam czekała na niego śmierć, Ukraińcy, którzy go wypchali do komór gazowych.
If any of the arrivals said they were sick, then the Nazis directed them to Treblinka's special hospital.
Ludzie niekiedy się podobno zwracali i mówili o jakichś swoich chorobach, bo myśleli, że będą badani. Bo kto myślał coś takiego, że wejdzie gdzieś, zdejmie, idzie do lekarza i nagle dostaje kulę w głowę. Cynizm, że świat tego nie widział. Cynizm.
Samuel Willenberg is one of fewer than 70 known survivors from Treblinka. More than 99% of those who arrived here were murdered, the vast majority within 3 hours of arriving.
Na tym małym obszarze, tutaj gdzie ja stoję, szerokości 200 metrów, długości 300, 350, tutaj w tym miejscu zostały zakopane 875 000 trupów. Tutaj zostało wkopane w te doły ogromne, które wykopywał bagier. Ziemię wyciągał i na to miejsce kładli zwłoki ludzi, którzy zostali po zagazowaniu już. Trudno uwierzyć, że w takim małym przestrzeni taką zbrodnię można było dokonać. Trudno. To, wie pan, nie mieści się w głowie. Ten rozmiar zbrodni jest ponad normalne myślenie.
The Nazis didn't just kill, they stole. Once the victims had been murdered, their clothes and valuables were sorted and the plunder sent back to Germany. In 1943, their murderous work completed, the Nazis tried to eliminate all trace of the camp, but not because they were ashamed of their crimes. That same year, 1943, Himmler spoke to his SS colleagues about the extermination of the Jews.
We know what it means when 100 corpses are piled together, when 500 are piled together, or when 1,000 are piled together. To have endured this and at the same time ignoring some moments of human weakness, to have remained decent. This is what has made us tough. It is one of the most glorious chapters in our history, which has not and may never be written.
But the crimes of the Nazis would be discovered, because by now they were losing the war. In the East, the Nazis saw the enemy they feared the most, the Russians, doing the impossible and winning.